Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Tamriel, and this is a 5.3 Red Paladin commentary with a gameplay that you can see right there. Found 3 posts on World of Warcraft that I would like to talk about. One is called Hunter BM-SV Live versus PTR DPS test. I'm guessing the Hunter did some kind of testing versus live test of current patch. Same gear on PTR, and then better gear on PTR. And this is something exciting actually for Marksman. In the first test, you can see that I'll leave the link to the forum and you can actually see for yourselves, but in the first test, Marksman does great on both pet damage and the actual player damage. I mean, auto shot hits for a lot. It does 22.5 of the overall damage from the actual player. The pet does like after 776 hits, or did 17 million damage, something like that. I can't really translate. I don't know, it's a little cluttered, but if you actually look at the numbers, you can see, wow, that's actually a lot of damage. Now the second test, where it was straight same gear, same exact gear, but in PTR, you could see the damage of Hunter is being a little bit reduced from the actual like player, but the pet damage is still same. So that's a little exciting. But the most exciting part is, with the best possible gear on PTR and same Hunter, same Beastmaster Hunter, the actual player damage is reduced heavily, and then the pet battle, not the pet battle, but the pet damage is greatly increased, which is really exciting for me. I personally think that Beastmaster should only concentrate on big damage coming from the pet rather than the player, because right now if you go on 5.3 PvP and you're fighting 2 Beastmaster Hunters that I fought in the second game of this video, they just absolutely wreck shit. I'm not even kidding you. They can just destroy a player, just 2 of them. It's ridiculous. Next post I would like to talk about is something called, can we please just remove passive healing? A priest was complaining about the passive healing of rogues, hunters, and warriors, and other classes that don't have off healing. Which to me, I believe that's actually a pretty good concern. Maybe lower down the passive healing of the classes that do have the healing. Like, especially let's say warrior, second wind, 3% of health every second. Now I believe maybe there's should be probably a nerf to maybe every 3 seconds, just like hunters. But in general, I think that would be very satisfying, personally to me. For mages, it's really difficult for them to gain any health unless they just do spell steal and glyph it, and I know it's difficult to actually play Arcane Mage from time to time, but other than that, I personally agree with not removing but heavily nerfing passive healing for classes that don't have the healing, because they have a lot of damage, they don't have as much of the healing. And last post is regarding blue post about Marksman. This hunter was complaining about possibility of Marksman not being any worth viable by 1% or 2% of overall damage in PvE and PvP, but you gotta remember that Marksmen are currently actually getting a lot of buffs to the major abilities. And such here it says, if you keep in track, one person replied to this character, if you've been keeping track of everything about hunters, most of our signature shots have been buffed, Arcane shot buff, and tweaking in the future after 5.4 has been out for a bit. The goal is to get the 3 specs close to the same DPS. That is all he meant. He has actually an angry hunter responding to one of the developers' blue post, I believe. And the developer just admitted that if players, however, see that maybe Marksman is the flavor of the month for hunters and does maybe 0.1% more damage, or let's go with something vibe like 1% damage higher than any other spec, then you'll most likely see people re-rolling to Marksman, or no, Survival, whatever, or to the spec that's doing top damage. Well, obviously, that's kind of how it happens. Blizzard gets a huge flavor of the month, and then people can either complain about the flavor of the month, or re-roll into it. I'm hoping that the flavor of the month won't be anything like concrete. I mean, there might be some really good specs out there, but I'm hoping there's not going to be a base set flavor of the month. Anyway guys, this is my video, my commentary, gameplay thing, whatever. My name is Tamriel, and I'll see you later.